Welcome back to Yachting Unplugged, where we bring you the latest and greatest and breaking news from the bow and beyond. My name is Kim Sweers, the boat boss, and I'm here with Rick Thomas. Rick, how are you?
Hey, good morning, Kim. It's good to see you again. It seems like it's been a little forever, but here we are.
It has been, but we're back. And today we've got some exciting industry announcements to share with you. And trust me, you want to stay to the end as we have some major breaking news that hasn't even hit the wire yet. But
yeah, I was going to say we're lucky to have this one, and it's going to be fun to bring these guys to you. So, let's go with this.
So the latest news, as we've heard, Denison and OneWater, the breaking news about that. If you remember, in April of 2022, OneWater Marine completed its acquisition of Denison Yachting. The two companies actually operated under OneWater Yacht Group. And just a few days ago, Denison and OneWater Yacht Group announced that they will now be operating under the brand of Denison Yachting Worldwide. And they're going to be creating the world's largest firm. So we're super excited about that. The combined organization will operate, like I said, under the Denison Yachting name. And it is going to be big news for the industry. And we're excited to see what's to come. We understand the leadership is still intact. There's 23 offices around the world, from what I understand. US, Europe, providing really an integrated platform for buying, selling, owning, renting, everything luxury yachts. So Rick, well, I knew you've heard something new as well.
Yeah, I can confirm that Brian Braley, who has been the previous president of OneWater Group since April 21, has just now assumed the role of president of Denison Yacht. So Brian's got himself behind the helm of quite an operation. He's got his hands full, I'm sure. Yeah. And, we wish Brian and his team only success as they go forward.
Yeah, from what I understand, the organization has like 800 plus listings, and they have like 180 brokers, if not more. And they really offer to just deliver an incredible customer experience on the yacht level. So I wish them all the best. I mean, Bob is a great friend of mine as well as yours, and OneWater team. Much success to all of you.
Yeah, they also bring a pretty good level of yacht management. So, that's always an option when you're buying vessels and assets through the Denison program. There's a management program to support you.
That's right. All right, let's go on to boat shows.
Yeah, I love the boat shows. Season now, aren't we?
Yeah, I cannot believe we had the Cannes boat show and we had Newport, and both the weather was outstanding from what I understand at both of those shows. Attendance started off a little bit, but ended up strong. I heard Friday, Saturday, and Sunday were all great. And so we're excited to hear the news, about those shows. Have you heard anything, Rick?
Well, yeah, I was just talking to my partner and your partner in Yachting International Radio, our correspondent in Europe, Lucy Gardner. And she spent the week at the Cannes Yachting Festival last week. She said the docks were full. She was surprised at the number of Americans that were walking the docks. Really? Well, that's insightful because, again, what percentage of these boats are being built by Americans, bought by Americans? 60% plus. So here we are. We're showing up on the other side of the pond. She was also really interested in a trend that she saw. She saw 3 boats that she thought were outstanding. They were all 100-foot boats. So Majesty Yachts, built in UAE, United Arab Emirates, had their 100-foot terrace, the Majesty 100. Its biggest feature is the fact that a private owner's terrace built in some D2EC on a 67-meter yacht, not a 30-meter. Pearl had their first large yacht, a 100-foot yacht. They're built in the UK. Pearl's yacht also full of amenities, and first time for them, hybrid propulsion technology. And then Ferretti had their 940. It's a 94-foot boat. Striking naval architecture, according to Lucy, and integrated swimming pool and some other features, again, you only see in larger yachts. So her takeaway is really that you're seeing these vessels as a great step up for an owner-operator, owner-driver size boat to their first crude yacht. And it's interesting that it's really fits in our sweet spot that we have here in South Florida, that 25 to 30 meter space.
So I made some notes. So 60% of Americans are actually buying those boats.
Yeah. The boats that are being sold in Europe, about 60% of the clients are US.
And so we've got Majesty, Pearl, Ferretti, and was there another brand that you mentioned, or those are the three?
Those are only three that Lucy mentioned, but the commonality is they're all underfoot boats.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Well, let's hope that all the shows this season are going to be successful with everyone. We've got the One Big Beautiful Bill Act that, if you remember last week, we interviewed Umberto Bonavita from Robert Allen Law. Watch that episode. It is a great ending experience. And if you're interested in purchasing a boat for your business and for charter, you have to listen to that episode and take advantage of the year-end 100% bonus depreciation.
It's great value you bring in that conversation, Kim. And it's timely, too, because as you know, a week from today, I jump on an airplane. I'm flying to Monte Carlo with Tristan, and we're going to be creating content at the Monaco Yacht Show all of next week.
Well, that's exciting.
This is the opportunity to take advantage of the Big Beautiful Bill. Look at these vessels that are available. There's great incentive now to asset into these assets, and let's hopefully see that continues a couple trends. One of Americans buying big boats, and secondly, the yachting industry scaling up and getting bigger and better.
I love it. I love bigger and better. That's good. All right. Well, speaking of bigger, let's talk about the breaking news that you got the call. And so let's talk about that.
Yes, let's do. Let's bring this to the table today. This is exciting. So exciting. This is something that I've been aware of happening in the background for a while. And we've been given the exclusive privilege of breaking this news before they make their official press release later today. Really thrilled. A good friend and associate of mine is in our waiting room right now to jump on board to talk about this.
Yeah. So he's actually in the guest room, as we call it, in the online studio.
Yes.
Official press release, from what we understand, will be going out somewhat today or tomorrow. But many of you know the name Oasis Experiences. I've had the pleasure of getting to know all the gentlemen involved in the team, but the company has been shaping the marina destinations and management across our industry for many, many years. I interviewed Doug West on one of my shows, and starting today, Oasis Experiences is evolving into something much bigger. And the new name is Alliance Marine. And this isn't just a rebrand, it's a complete transformation. Alliance Marine is bringing together Oasis Experiences and Monument Marine under one brand. It seems to be a big word today of the show is the branding. We're all getting together, and these powerhouse divisions of management, development, and technology are going to lead this company and deliver a world-class service and operations for the marinas around the world. So without further ado, I'm going to bring in Colin. Let's get him on to this show. Welcome, Colin.
Colin, Rick. Hey, Kim. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Colin, first of all, congratulations. You've been in this industry, as I have, for decades. And now you're stepping into a role that feels like the culmination of your experience. That's big. Let's start here. What does this mean for you personally and for the broader marine industry? What's this look like?
Yeah. Hey, thanks, Rick, for that. And first and foremost, Brian Braley and Bobby Denison, hats off. Love their announcement.
Is that great?
Timing couldn't be worse to come after that, huh?
I thought I'd save the best for last, but go on.
Well, you're good. So Denison, just an iconic name in the industry for so many years. But really, look, thanks so much. It's been a long ride in the industry so far, and I've enjoyed every minute of it. I've been lucky to work with so many people that have taught me so much. And this role is taken every bit of what I've learned to this point and then some. Just super to have this opportunity with you.
What does it mean for you personally? I mean, I know that you're giving everyone else accolades, but what does it mean for you guys? This is a big move.
For me, really, it's when you say personally, it really is about working with the team, right? So it's being able to work with Doug and Eric again. It's getting the band back together, and that's the best part for me. I've had more fun in this industry over the years. I've worked with Doug for over 20 years, and we get to do it again, and that's the best part, Kim. And it's not just not just that, it's the group of people that we've worked with for so many years, and I'm just not ready to give it up yet.
I love it. Well, take us back. I love a story. That's why I started a Boat Boss. What is the genesis of Oasis? Walk us through how, Oasis, now Alliance, walk us through that.
So Oasis Experiences was built on hospitality and consistency. There was a group that put that together for years, that expanded. About 3 years ago, Access Holdings got behind it to really grow it and develop it further. And with that, there was Monument Marine Holdings where they were doing PropCo and Oasis was doing OpCo, and things were a little bit disparate. And we had the opportunity together working with an outside capital partner that brought Doug in. And again, Doug reached out and said, hey, let's get the band back together. And I said, we got to get Eric in. And the three of us came together to do this. And we really took it to, we wanted to bring all the pieces together, the disparate pieces, right? So we wanted to have the development side, the PropCo side, together with the management side. And then we wanted to bring a piece that we've been working on for years together, is this technology side, to bring it into the industry, bring them all together under one. And we had the opportunity to do that. Access Holdings has gotten behind us, and we're really excited to see where we can take this.
Wow, that's cool. And follow on to what you just said, that Colin, the marina world hasn't always been known for being tech forward. Alliance Marine Technologies aims to change that. What's some of the innovations you're developing to deliver real-time service and smarter operations for boaters? I mean, because you and I have had previous conversations. You're working with some very small, in some cases, mom and pop shipyards, scaling them. So how does this all come together?
Some of it comes together, Rick, because we've been working on this forever. So when Doug and I were together at Rybovich, when we were putting together technical data and operation systems together there. Then we went into LMC and we worked with a third party to really develop an operating system. Because as you guys know, we're super data driven, right? And it's really hard to find good data here. So we worked with an outside company for years, putting together what we needed for a CRM and a reservation system, and it grew into an operation system. We worked with it further at Bradford with Eric, and now we've really developed it into something else, and we're partnering to bring this forward. For us, it's a necessary tool to operate marinas and shipyards efficiently, which really haven't been out there in the industry. On top of that, we've had the opportunity to join up with another group who's relatively new in the industry, but long on experience in technology, and where we can bring AI and some really forward-looking to join owners with contractors and really have a vision into the boat and have lots and lots of efficiency, where we can provide the kind of service that customers demand today in an affordable way. And it works for owner-operators, marina owners as well. So we're excited to be.
Well, let's get back to the company. You created three departments, if you will: management, development, and technologies. Let's unpack that. How do these divisions work together, and why was it important? You guys are all about structure. Why did you structure it that way?
It's really interesting. There's obviously a PropCo, OpCo structure, but when I look at the industry today, Kim, there's so much of it needs capital, right? We've got old marinas, we've got older shipyards, and the boats have gotten bigger, they've gotten broader, they've gotten taller, and the infrastructure system isn't there to meet it. As you guys know, in Fort Lauderdale, just the infrastructure system from the seawall height alone is an issue, and it's a huge expense. So from that regard, we see a need. So many of these existing owners need the extra capital and the help with development to bring their facilities up to what the market needs today. On the other side, it needs to be operated, and we want to bring people together to operate it the way the customers are demanding today. We've got a lot of new customers since COVID, people new into the industry that demand a different kind of service than we've been providing before. And we want to do that consistently across all brands or all marinas. And then, of course, the other side is now just tech. I think if we see what's going on with AI, we want to be a modern business, and we want to take this and have it endure into the future. I think you just have to be involved with technology today.
That's so
they all come together, but they can all be run separately as well.
Well, under your tutelage and Doug's, I'm sure it's going to be amazing, because you guys run a tight ship, that's for sure. Well, we're seeing a lot of consolidation in the industry. It seems like there's a lot of marinas that are being bought, but let's talk about private equity. Where does Alliance Marine fit in with this landscape? Is it about scaling? Is it about something different? Let's talk about the consolidation and what you guys are going to bring to the table.
Yeah, consolidation's definitely a trend, but for us, it's not about chasing size for the sake of it. Scale matters, but what matters more is how you run the properties. And for us, we're operators first, as you know, and I think that's the key. We're not real estate guys. We're operators. We've been in Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach for years and years, and our focus is on operational excellence and consistency. That's where we differentiate. We don't want to just own more marinas. We want to run them better. And that mindset's what we're building, something sustainable, respected, not just bigger.
Well, I wrote down that you're not operators, that you're believe in operational excellence. So it's more like a partnership, if you will.
That's why we use the term alliance, right? I mean, we thought long and hard about what name we were going to use for this company. And we really do like to partner. We want to bring like-minded people together and get focused on a common goal and achieve those things. So for us, excellence is really about delivering that world-class standard of service, safety, and hospitality across all properties. But really, it's the boater that defines the excellence, right? They're going to tell us exactly what they want and exactly what we need. We've got a team of people to bring those things together. And the part about private equity really there is, when we talk about needing this capital, they're able to bring that, right? They're able to bring that so we can bring these marinas and shipyards up to the level that they need to be to provide the service for the customers that they demand.
Wow. So in context with that, you just talked about the client feedback that's going to indicate your levels of excellence. What is the boat owner, the client, going to notice that's different when they pull into an Alliance Marina compared to your traditional marina? What's changing?
Hopefully they're going to notice a level of care and consistency that goes beyond the basics, right? It starts with a welcoming team that anticipates the needs instead of just responding to them. And that there's technology in place that makes the process seamless. So instead of going in and seeing, a notepad where people are signing in, coming into the marina, they're going to see facial recognition software that's automated and clean so that they know everybody has, their insurance taken care of and they know they're in a safe place. They'll find amenities that are designed to make the marina a destination, not just a stopover. And the difference really is that it feels less transactional and more relational. For us, it's always been, we want those boaters to feel like they're coming home. When they're coming back for season, it should be like coming home to Thanksgiving. It's real about that kind of relationship. Yeah.
You're going to serve turkey stuffing there as well?
No, but he'll have a fireboat or two waiting to kind of throw a little bit of water over the boats as they come through.
I will tell you that's one difference. So we're not going to be operating the F&B. I know where I'm best suited, but we've got some great people that'll come in and lease the F&B from us. And we've got a great one up we own a place up in Baltimore Harbor called Lighthouse Point, and we just had Pussers joined us there, and they're operating their restaurant up there, and it's been unbelievable.
So wonderful. Well, Colin, can you give us a preview of what's on the horizon? Are we talking U.S. markets, international projects, both? Where are you going with this?
We're working on both. Our focus is really in Florida first, right? But with that, that's going to expand into Alabama and into Georgia. We've got a target market into New England after that. But we're opportunistic. We've been lucky. A bunch of people have reached out to us. We've got a couple things internationally that we're looking at right now. Our focus is really on doing good deals. We want to be doing the right deals in the right places with the right people where our synergies all come together. I think it's really important. The big thing for us, which might be different, is to really bring the service side into it. So we're developing a hub and spoke piece. We want to make sure that we have hubs in the service centers, what you guys are used to us doing from LMC and Rabovich in the past, and Willis with Doug, and then surround those with the marinas to be able to support each other. So we have our own ecosystem. We're going to work very, very closely with builders. We've seen a lot of builders that really need that they don't have the infrastructure that we'll have. And that's where we want to help them to get to the eventual customer.
Brilliant. That's great.
It really is. It really is. Well, let's talk about legacy. You know, Steve Jobs once said, you know, you have to leave your spot in the world. We're all here for a purpose. Let's look at your career. What do you want to leave as your legacy when you retire and sail off into the sunset?
You know, Cam, Doug, Eric, and I have always talked about this, about leaving the industry better when we leave it than when we joined it. And I would love our legacy to be that we were raising the standards and we developed a team that's going to take this industry forward, right? And we get a lot of focus into that next group, right? The kids that are coming up behind us that are going to take this into a whole new level. And that's the piece that keeps us all coming and keeps us working on this, is for that next group. So we're going to have boaters, crew, communities to look back and say that Alliance Marine made marinas better, safer, and more enjoyable. We want to be the easy button, and we want to elevate the industry and create a lasting value for everyone involved.
Love it. I wish I had an easy button on my desk.
I'll send one over to you with our new logo, Ken.
There you go. That's important. Thank you.
We're heading down to the time. We're at 21 minutes, and we need to get this rolled up because you need to get back to work. But if you have one last message that you want to relate to the marina owners around the world that are looking for a partner solution, what would you say to them?
In short, together, we're greater than the sum of our parts. Right. So it's where we want to partner. We want to come together. We're going to give you all the opportunities to work, right? If you just want to fully exit, we can talk to you. If you want to stay involved and you need the capital and some partners to take it to where you want to be, let's join together and let's do it together to get you to that final place. And if you're not even sure you want to do that yet, you just want management, we can come in and help you with that as well. So we're excited. And the big thing is for us, again, bringing groups of people together, common goal, moving forward to take that common goal. And always together, we're greater than the sum of our parts.
Bravo, Colin. Bravo. I thank you for joining us. Thanks for your time this morning. You got a big day ahead of you with this announcement going out today. And we just wish you the best of luck in this new endeavor. And let's stay close, keep this conversation going, shall we?
Appreciate that. Kim, Rick, appreciate you both. Thanks so much for your time.
No problem. Well, everyone, that wraps up another episode of Yachting Unplugged. Colin, wish you the best of luck. You know, we're a big fan of yours and the entire team. If you have any news that you need to get, just like Colin, reached out to Rick. He says, I've got some news. Anyone out there that's looking to pour some news that you want to get to the wire before the wire, reach out to Rick or myself on Yachting Unplugged. We look forward to seeing you on the water, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Yachting Unplugged. Take care, be safe, and always boat smart from the start. Take care, everyone.
If your brand belongs in the heart of the yachting world, this is where it happens. Yachting International Radio reaches over 1 million yachting professionals and enthusiasts every month, with 77 million impressions, 220,000 social followers, and 74,000 podcast subscribers. Our hosts are insiders, crew, captains, CEOs, trusted voices shaping the industry. This is targeted, high-impact advertising in a luxury niche. Visit yachtinginternationalradio.com/advertise. Your audience is already listening.